Hey everybody, Rich from Billispin here. I wanted to show you this week's drop, which is this guy right here. And the big difference between this and last week's drop is last week's drop, the head was fixed, the ends were fixed. This one, it spins. Now, I know you've seen these before, but this has a hidden secret. Make sure you stay tuned for that. You're not even gonna believe what this thing does. So both ends spin. We have a 0.25 inch diameter rod with 2 3/4 inches between the ends. So I'll get rid of this one here, and it's going to come with these 2 wrenches, and these go into the holes here to be able to tighten and loosen this thing up, and that'll come with it, and the ends just as you see here. So this is what you're going to get when you buy this week's drop. Okay, now let me show you what this does. So one of these ends is threaded and the other end is fixed. So this end, this part does not come off. It's fixed on there, makes it easy. So with this particular one, you can fit 4 billet spin beads on here, and then you would just screw the end on. And as you can see, there's some really nice knurling, and that knurling is raised above the bead diameter. So you can tighten it like that, or if you wanted to use the wrenches, you just would put it in there like that and then tighten it that way, and you got it. But even with that being tight, I can still loosen it with the knurling. So kind of makes it so you can do it either way. And now everything spins other than this cool stainless copper reactor bead, which is still in stock, by the way, but there's only a couple left. So if you want to grab those, get them now. This week's drop is going to have stainless steel ends. And this is the bearing. It's SFR 1810, and that's what is in all of our modular beads as well as these ends. Now, let me show you the really, really cool thing about these ends. So what you can do is you get an 1/8 inch Allen wrench, and you can see there's an Allen hole in here, and you would just loosen this thing up, and you can see this end is coming out here. So you take this thing out, and now this piece comes off completely. Now, this should look familiar. These are the wrenches that you can buy that take the modular beads apart. And all of these modular beads the pieces can be swapped out. The end pieces as well as the center pieces. So you could take these pieces apart and put this into the middle here, or the end pieces on this one, whatever you want. They're all modular. But now what you're going to be able to do is take this piece and actually put it on the end. And if you notice, there's a hole in the end of this, and I'll show you why. So when you put this on here, now that hole allows the modular bead tool to go in there, and now you have a bead, a spinning bead. Let me clean up my mess here a little bit. You got one of the modular beads on the end with the top here. Give you a little better look at that. So all of the beads are interchangeable with the end pieces. So you could do the same thing. You could take this end off as well and put another bead in there, the centerpiece of the bead. You can put different ends on here. So let's say you wanted this end on here, you could do that. It's all modular, it's all interchangeable, and yeah. So let me show you kind of how this thing works when it comes to this piece. So we're going to take this thing back off, and this is the bearing that is in the end of the standard bead here that comes on the end, and that bearing is fixed in there. Now this is a very, very tight slip fit, and it's Loctited in, but it can be removed, and you can obviously get to it to clean it. So this is fixed in there. So you got to picture this bearing is in here, and you can see there's a face groove in here. This bearing goes in here, and then this piece actually has threads, and this is what's inside of there. And this pinches the bearing. So now the bearing can spin. It's just pinched on the inner race, but it spins. And that's how this thing is assembled. So now when you see it again with this is on here. This piece goes in here, 1/8 inch Allen wrench. Snug it down, and there you have it. So it's dropping this week, Wednesday, www.billetspin.com, noon Central. I haven't figured out the pricing yet. I'll let you know that soon. Thanks for watching.